Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss phimosis and paraphimosis. What is phimosis? Phimosis is defined as inability to retract the foreskin or prepuce over the glands. Inability to retract skin of foreskin or prepuce over the glands. This is normal retracted foreskin or this is non-retracted foreskin which will lead to development of phimosis. At birth, the foreskin is adherent to the glans penis. These adhesions separate spontaneously over the time. At 1 year of age, about 50% of boys have a non-retractile foreskin. By 4 year of age, this declined to 10%, and by 16 year of age, only 1% will left. Types of phimosis. There are two types of phimosis: congenital phimosis and acquired phimosis. What is congenital phimosis? Children are born with tight foreskin, as I told you earlier, at birth, and children are born with tight foreskin at birth, and separation occur naturally over time. Phimosis is normal for the uncircumcised infant or child and usually resolve around 5 to 7 years of age. What is acquired phimosis? Acquired phimosis, we will said acquired phimosis, or we are said a patient with acquired phimosis when there is a pathology are present. The pathologies are like scarring, infection, inflammation, trauma, and cancer. The etiology of acquired phimosis are poor hygiene due to loss of skin elasticity, forceful retraction of the foreskin, which will cause the tear to the tip of the preputial skin, which will lead to development of scarring and later phimosis. The cancer, trauma, and balanitis xerotica obliterans, these are another causes of acquired phimosis. What are the clinical manifestations? The most common clinical manifestation is difficulty in micturition. Along with micturition, there are ballooning of the normal non-retractile foreskin also occur. Also occur. Pain during urination, painful erections, and pain during sexual intercourse. These are the another manifestations of. Usually, patient seeks medical attention when there is edema, erythema, and tenderness of the prepuce and presence of purulent discharge. The complications of the phimosis are balanoposthitis, hydronephrosis or hydroureter, because these phimosis will cause back pressure, which develop increase in pressure in the bladder, later in the ureter, and which will cause hydronephrosis. The another complications are preputial calculi and carcinoma under the skin. The hydronephrosis or hydrouretronephrosis, these are very rare and late complication. Preputial calculi, carcinoma, these are also uh, very rare complication. But balanoposthitis, these are usual complication which is associated with phimosis. The diagnosis, history, and physical examination. These are the by history and physical examination we can make a diagnosis of patient with when a patient comes with phimosis in the OPD. So a swab from the foreskin around to rule out bacteria. These are rare investigations, but we can do. The management. Phimosis may be successfully treated by application of the local steroid cream for 4 to 6 weeks. Circumcision in children should be avoided except in case of recurrent infection. What are the indications of circumcision? Circumcision done if no response to steroid after 4 to 6 weeks of therapy, recurrent balanitis or recurrent balanoposthitis, or age more than 16 to 18 years. Some other indication of circumcision: cultural regions, recurrent urinary tract infection with an abnormal upper urine tract, like as I told you earlier, the continuous or late complication of the phimosis is hydrouretronephrosis. These will lead to abnormal upper urinary tract. In adults, inability to retract during intercourse, before radiotherapy for carcinoma of the penis, when carcinoma present at the level of glans penis, or carcinoma involving only glans penis. So we give local therapy, radiotherapy, or there is radiotherapy cap which we applied over the glans penis to deliver radiotherapy over the cancer area over the glans penis. When recurrent clean intermittent urethral catheterization needed to be performed, example in case of spina bifida, because spina bifida there is a neurogenic bladder will develop, so we need to empty or we need to do repeated clean intermittent catheter to empty the neurogenic bladder. Uh, which is present in the case of spina bifida. Circumcision. Circumcision is the surgical removal of the foreskin and stitching back the remaining skin. We make a dorsal slit over the superficial skin, then a circumferential incision. Circumferential incision are made at the level of coronal sulcus of the penis. Then the remaining skin should be stitched to the coronal sulcus. Now, the superficial dorsal vein, which lie at the level of superficial fascia and the deep fascia, मतलब lie uh, in between superficial and deep fascia. So, superficial fascia, which is also known as Colles fascia, and deep fascia, which is known as Buck fascia. These vessels, when we made a dorsal slit over the penis or superficial skin, this vein is most commonly injured. So, we have to cauterize or ligate this vessel. This vessel. If we do not cauterize or ligate this vessel, this will lead to massive bleeding. So, we have to worry about this complication. Now, the in recent years, various plastic clamps have been used, such as Gomco clamp, Plastibell, Shangring. These make the operation easier and quicker, result in a neater scar, and reduce the need of for stitches. The Plastibell of varying size. Now, for skin retracted, Plastibell placed over the glands. Plastibell size chosen so it fits over the distal glands, but won't slip onto shaft of the penis. The tie placed around foreskin so it sits over the groove in body of plastibell. Foreskin distal to the tie, cut off and handle of the plastibell removed. This is how we do plastibell technique, or we do circumcision by plastibell technique. Now Gomkov gland. How we will do circumcision by Gomkov gland? There is a bell. This bell which suppress or which press the glass penis inside the glass of the penis inside. So the superficial skin, we tie a ligature over at this level, and we make a incision using scissor at this level and cut the superficial skin. This is how we do circumcision by Gomco clamp. Now contraindication of circumcision. Prematurity, anomalies of the penis like cordy, hypospadiasis, epididymis, these three are common complications. Common contraindications. The another other common contraindications are concealed or buried penis, ambiguous genitalia, micropenis, macropenis. These are also contraindication or less common contraindication of circumcision. Or the contraindication now paraphimosis. What is paraphimosis? It is acquired condition in which the foreskin gets stuck in the retracted position. Prepuce is retracted over the glans. Uh, Foreskin get stuck in the retracted position. Prepuce is retracted over the glans and form a constriction at the base of the glans. Forms a constriction at the base of the glans. It is uncommon for the urethra to be compressed, so the micturition is normally not affected. In this condition, the venous and lymphatic return from the glands get obstruction lead to edema of the glands. As the condition progresses, lead to arterial occlusion and later necrosis of the glands may occur. The etiology of the paraphimosis: forget to pull back the foreskin after a medical intervention or procedure for phimosis. It is the most common cause of paraphimosis. The another complications are infection, more tighter foreskin than normal. Diagnosis by history and physical examination, like we do in paraphimosis. The management: apply ice to the area, then do gentle manual compression. If this fails, injection of a solution of hyaluronate in normal saline may help to reduce the swelling. When the swelling reduces, we do again gentle manual compression. If this fail, then we go for circumcision. If there is an emergency, then we go for a dorsal slit of the pupil under local anesthesia. Uh, Later we can do circumcision, but this is enough. Thank you. This is enough.